Hi guys, it's Kirsten here, and today I'm going to be taking you through a workout called power, and it's going to be exactly that. Every single muscle is going to be pushed towards fatigue, and I want you to find the power in every single movement that you do. You're not doing this alone today. Your training partner is Safiso. How are you feeling?
Feeling ready? Let's go.
Awesome guys, make sure that you have your water and your sweat towel and your mat. Let's get going. Awesome guys, let's get started. We're going to start with a 60-second jog on the spot. You can get going nice and slow. Remember, we're going to do 2 rounds of the warm-up. So the first one, take it easy, take it slow, get those muscles moving, get the blood pumping, and then we'll take it up 1 notch for the second round of the warm-up. Keep breathing. I'm going to remind you the entire time to keep breathing. Remember, this workout is called power. So every single movement is going to be explosive. Whether or not it's static, I want you to find that power within each muscle. Okay, nice, good. Keep breathing. Pace yourself. It's a long way to go. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Good. Keep going, a couple more seconds. And then the next exercise we're going to do is an air squat. Air squat, basically, simply just a normal squat, legs wider than your hips, going down and rooting back up through your heels. You're almost there. Nice, 10 seconds to go. Slow jog. Second round, you can really pick up the pace, but for now, I want you to just focus on moving consistently for the full minute. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds, air squats, going down, coming up, pushing all that weight through those heels. Toes can actually lift off the floor a little bit. That way you can actually shift your weight back into those heels and working your glutes rather than your quadriceps, okay? The next exercise we're going to do is an alternating reverse lunge, which will be 45 seconds. So one leg stepping back, coming back to both legs, other leg stepping back. Make sure that you're finding your balance with these. It's the first set. You might feel a bit wobbly. Find it. Take it slow, and then we'll push it for the second round. Awesome, good, you're doing really well. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, 45 seconds, stepping back, back knee taps the floor and comes back up. Make sure that you're going down nice and slowly and gently. You don't want to be bashing that back knee on the floor, just above the floor, and then you're going to come back up. Awesome. Well done. So make sure that you're in this nice lunge position. Safiso's got it just perfectly with his knee directly above his ankle, not pushing over that front toe, okay guys? No matter how many times you've done a lunge, it's really good just to remind yourself of that, because it is a common error, and sometimes maybe you're feeling a little bit tired. You might not be thinking about small little corrections, but they do make a big difference in the overall goal. Awesome, you're doing really well. The next exercise you're going to do is a high knee to the front. So you're just going to be jogging, lifting those knees up to the front, bringing them up, engaging your core, and running it out. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. High knees, lifting them up. Awesome. Excellent, guys. Make sure that you're really engaging your core to lift those legs up. Don't just bring them up using your hip flexors. Engage that core, shoulders down, long neck, and then run it out. Light on those feet. I'm sure you can notice that Safiso's running very light on his feet. You don't want to be going down the whole time. You want to be going up the entire time, okay? Really focus on that. Feel light on your feet and airy up every single movement. Almost there. Next one is an alternating squat with a side leg raise. So we'll do one at a time. If you haven't done this before, slow it down. Watch for form, and I'll correct you through it. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squatting down, lifting up to the side, slowly lifting that leg up. Good. So you're going to alternate right and left, guys. Every single time you lift that leg up to the front, I want you to make sure that your toes are facing forward. By keeping your leg completely parallel, you're really working into the abductor, which is the muscle that runs down the side of your leg, or your ITB. That muscle is the muscle that we're trying to activate and work, because we're going to come back to these later on in your workout. So make sure that you're doing them slowly now, and then when we do them in the rounds, you can actually pump it for speed as well, okay? Making sure that every single squat, you're leaning back into those heels, all the way down. Awesome, you're doing so well. In 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds to breathe. Well done. Nice. How did that feel? Nice. Okay. You feel the legs really gaining a lot of mobility and really warming up those muscles. Your heart rate should be lifted slightly now. You can really feel the blood pumping. Maybe you're getting a bit hotter. Grab water if you need to. You only have 30 seconds for your breaks today, guys. Make sure that you're not taking much more than that. The minute we start, you're going to go straight back into it, okay? Next, first exercise, should I say, is again the running on the spot. If you need to, you can pick up the pace a little bit. Otherwise, stay at the pace that you were going if you're comfortable with that. And then we'll start moving up into the first, second, third, and fourth round. Okay, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, running on the spot. Nice. Good. Just a gentle jog. If you were jogging down the street, how would you run? You wouldn't just push it out or sprint down the street. We do have sprints in this workout, so make sure that you pace yourself for it. Remember, we have 4 circuits and a finisher core cool down, okay? So make sure that those 4 circuits have all of your energy into them. Good. Awesome, you're doing well. Light on those feet. Just running it out. 60 seconds here. You have 30 seconds to go. Nice. Make sure that your neck is nice and long, guys. Make sure that your chin isn't dropped and it isn't lifted. The minute you lift your chin too much, specifically when you're doing a running motion like this, the back of your neck will actually shorten and you'll create tension in that upper back and neck area, which can then later on lead into a tension headache, which is the last thing that we want, specifically if you're sitting at your desk all day and your neck is already quite uncomfortable. You want to make sure that you're elongating the back of that neck. Awesome. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Air squats. Legs wider than your hips, squatting all the way down and driving up through those heels. Nice, guys. Find a nice tempo and stick to it. Whatever pace works for you, find it, lock it in, and stick to it because you have 30 seconds of doing the same movement. You might as well correct it every single time. Nice. Make sure that those knees are not going over the middle toe, over the big toe. They must be going over the middle toe, not the big toe. Opening up nice and wide, good, and driving up. Squeezing at the top, squeeze your core and your glutes at the same time, engaging that entire pelvic area. Awesome, you're doing really well. The next exercise you're going to do is an alternating reverse lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, stepping all the way back, tapping the floor and coming back in. Nice and slow, guys. We're warming up those legs. Remember, when you step backwards, drive weight through that back leg as well. Don't keep all your weight on the front leg. I want you to make sure that they have an even distribution of weight between 2 feet. Good, nice. Tap and up. Don't lose your balance. Really engage into that core. Nice. Awesome. You're doing well. Excellent, guys at home. Keep focusing. Keep breathing. You have a few more to go, and then we're going to go into our high knees to the front in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 45 seconds. Run it out. High knees to the front, engaging into that core, driving up light on your feet. I want you to land and push off the balls of your feet. We're never landing on a flat foot. You should be running quite light and up, up, up every time, not down, 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 okay? It's more of an intention than anything else. The minute you can put your mind to something, you'll be able to achieve it. So think of yourself as landing light on your feet and going up every single rep that you do. Nice. Awesome. Fiesel's doing really well. Keep breathing, guys. Pace yourself. Remember, we have a long way to go, so keep breathing. You have one more exercise here, and then we're going to go into our first circuit that we're going to hit for today. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squat, alternating side leg raises, all the way down and slowly lifting up, making sure that that leg stays parallel, really working into that ITB and the side of that leg. Nice, good. Driving down and coming back up. Another common error here, guys, would be that when you come up to the top, you're standing on a straight leg and lifting those legs up straight. You're going to really throw your hips off there. So make sure that you stay in a slight bend. I'm not saying stay in a squat, but stay in a slight little bend, just that you're not locking out into those knees and arching into that back. The minute you're in the bent position with those legs, just kind of unlock them for a second. You're already in that neutral pelvis. That way you're in a better alignment overall to do this. Good. Awesome. You're doing well in 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Nice, Fiesel. How did that feel? Nice. Fine. Good. Nice. Your legs should be feeling really mobile now. Your whole body should be quite warm. We're going to go into the first circuit, guys. Remember, there are 4 circuits today as well as a core activation set. So pace yourself nice and slowly. The first thing we're going to do is an incline push-up. So make sure that you have your chair or your couch or your bench, whatever it is that you're going to be using, make sure that it's stable. We don't want anything slipping out from underneath you. When you're ready, we're going to go 45 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. All the way down and coming back up. Awesome. Driving through the palms of your hands, pushing power. Exhale to come all the way up from that push-up. Stomach is engaged. You're leaning down with your chest. Should I say leading down with your chest rather than leading down with your hips, okay? The minute your hips start sinking, your core is not activated enough. So make sure that when you're going down towards the chair, your arms are bending to get you there. It's not just your body sinking with the weight of gravity, okay? Awesome. You're doing really well. Couple more seconds here. The next thing we're going to do is a 30-second box jump. You're almost there in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Stepping forward. 30 seconds, drive it up, slowly down, stepping back off of the chair. If you're feeling confident enough that whatever it is you're jumping onto is not going to move, you can always try and jump back off of it, but I would advise that you just step down. You're not losing anything by doing that. It just means you're playing it slightly safer, and therefore you won't run into any kind of injury. Wow, that was fast. Keep going, you're doing really well. You have 5 more seconds, and then we're going to go into the reverse lunge into a power lunge. We're going to drive it up 1 leg at a time in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Moving the chair out of the way. A few seconds just to change over. We're going to pick one leg and we're just going to drive up like a running lunge. 3, 2, and 1. Explode up onto that front leg. 1 leg at a time. We have 30 seconds per leg, guys. Make sure that you pace it Slow it down. Nice, good. There we go. Remember, you're going to come back to this 2 more times, and then we're going to go again onto every single other part of the workout. So make sure that you don't kill yourself in the first bit, and you aren't able to carry that same momentum all the way to the end. Nice, good. You're almost there. 10 seconds to go on the clock. You're doing so well. Keep pacing yourself. Keep breathing. Power through that front leg. Your legs are going to be working. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Swapping over other leg. In front from a nice, beautiful deep lunge, driving it up. If you find that you can't find your balance over here, guys, slow it down, find a nice lunge, and then drive it up again. There's no reason to go any faster than your body can take. So slow it down if you need to. Find your balance, land in a good position, even if it means landing up here and slowly finding it again before driving back up. That's fine too. You're almost there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto your mat, bicycle crunches. Here we go, lying flat on your back. Right and left, crossing over. A common mistake with a bicycle is that you would just cross that elbow over and cross the knee over. That is not really working your core as deep as it should be. So I want you to actually twist your body, opening up those elbows and twisting from that abdominal belt. You don't just want your elbow crossing over your face every single time. So if you need to, slow it down. Amazing, Sfiso. Okay, make sure that it's going as slow as this. It's going really well. Good. Keep pushing. Few more seconds here. It's 45 seconds of bicycles. You're doing really, really well. Nice. 10 seconds. Keep breathing. Twist into that abdominal belt. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Make sure that your back is staying down into the floor. You do not want it arching up. That means that your core isn't engaged. In 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Shake it off. Good. How did that feel?
Nice round.
Good. Nice. First round is done. You have 2 more rounds of this set. And then we're going to go straight back into it. Make sure that you grab some water, hydrate, wipe yourself down if you need to. If you need to just sit down for a few seconds, that's fine. But whatever you do, when the timer starts, get moving again, guys. We are here to keep you up with the pace, keep you going through every single movement, and we have an amazing set planned out for you today. So you'll really enjoy it. Just tell yourself you can do it. I know it might seem hard in the beginning, but the minute you get into that zone, you'll put those blinkers on and you'll just be there for yourself. Awesome. Are you okay?
All good.
Good. Okay. First things first, incline push-ups. Here we go, stepping those feet back, driving through the palms of your hands in 3, 2, and 1. All the way down, push up through the palms of your hands. Inhale as you go down, and exhale as you come back up. Really engaging into that core. As you can see, Sophisa's really finding the power in this movement to get back up. Slowly down and power up. There you go, good. If you can, really try and keep up with this pace. Awesome, nice, you're doing so well. Keep pushing. Almost there, 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, keep breathing, guys. 3, good. 2, and 1. Here we go, box jump, stepping back, explode up, power through those legs, landing onto the chair. Remember, power, power, power. That is the key word of today, so make sure that you're loading at the bottom and exploding onto the chair every single time. You're going up and on and not forward onto the chair, okay? Nice, guys, you're doing really well. Pace yourselves, keep breathing. If this is challenging for you, slow it down. It's awesome to find a challenge every single day. If we're just doing the same thing that doesn't challenge us, we're never going to grow, okay? Nice, you're doing really well. The next thing we're going to do is a reverse lunge into a power lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, moving the chair out of the way. You have a quick changeover. Make sure you're clearing your space so you're not going to fall over or trip over any equipment. Here we go, 3, 2, and 1. Power through that leg. 30 seconds on the clock. Find your balance. Good. Power through that front leg. Awesome. Pace it. Remember, you're still coming back for another round of this. You're doing really well, guys. Pick up the pace. If you did this exercise quite slowly in the first round and you feel as though you've got it now you can pick up the pace a little bit more and really explode through that leg. I want you to actually lift off of that front leg, push through that front foot, and activate all those muscles. Good. You're doing well. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds. Other leg. Swapping over. Here we go. Driving up through that front leg. Explode up. Lift that leg. Awesome. Good. Really engage your stomach. Remember, don't forget that, again, we've got another high knee over here, which means stomach is engaged. Lifting that knee up to your chest by using your core. Good. Excellent, guys. At home, you're doing so well. Keep pacing yourself. You have 10 seconds to go. And then we're going to go into our bicycle crunches for 30 seconds, then we have a nice break. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Onto your back. Sorry, I actually said 30, but it's a 45-second bicycle, so make sure that you're pushing 45 seconds. You can get so much out of this. Crunch it. Nice. Good twist in that body. I'm more worried about the twist in that torso than I am about the speed. Remember, we have a long way to go, so there's no point in burning out in the first round. Rather really tone and sculpt into those deep muscles, really work that TVA, so your transverse abdominis is working those lower abdominals. As your legs stretch out, you might feel there's a lot more pressure. If you need to do 2 and then breathe, stop, take a second, and then 2 again, that's fine. Whatever you do, do not rest, do not stop moving. You can take a short little breather, but do not stop. You've got this in 5, 4, 3, nice guys, 2, and 1. Grab a sip of water, 30 seconds on the clock, breathe, pace yourself. Good, you're doing really well. How does that feel? Can you feel it in your core a lot? Yeah. Nice. So I'm sure you guys can notice that all of these movements are a lot more explosive, but you just need to find the power, because you can do these movements without the explosiveness in it, or you can really pump it. For instance, the push-ups, slowly down, exploding up. Same thing with those box jumps, loading at the bottom and exploding up onto it. Nice, one more round. Grab your chair. We're going to go straight back into the push-ups. Hands on either side of the chair. Again, driving through the palms of your hands. Get ready. Step those feet back in 3, 2 at home. Here we go. And 1. All the way down and push up. Power through those hands. There you go. Nice. Slowly and explode. Nice. There we go. Nice, guys. Really watch this pace. Watch the speed and watch the slow resist down and the power up through it. Okay. We're giving it a whole different angle today. Same move, different explosive power. Good. Nice. Stomach engaged. Don't let your abs sink here. Yeah, good. Rock solid. Keep breathing. You're doing so well. You have a couple more seconds to go, and then we're going to go into our box jumps. You're almost there in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. 30 seconds on the clock. Jumping up, exploding, slowly down onto it. Again, guys, please make sure that your knees are not caving inwards. We don't want you to be landing and caving in that way. Really activate your adductors. That's the muscle that runs on the inside of your leg. The stronger those are, the more knee stability you're going to have. That way you can be a lot more agile in any movement that you do. Nice, awesome. Slowly off, explode up and onto the chair. Good. You're almost there. Couple more seconds to go, and then we're going to go into our reverse lunge, into the power lunge in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Moving the chair out of the way. Nice and slow. 30 seconds per leg. Again, pace yourself. You're doing really well. This is the last exercise of this round. So if you want to, give it everything you've got. If you've got all the power in that leg, still build it up. Here we go. Good. Explode up through that leg. Nice. Good, guys. Keep breathing. Inhale at the bottom and exhale as you come up to the top and drive all that power through your leg and into the air. Don't worry so much about the down movement. Think about the up movement. The down movement is slow and resisted, and the up is the power. Okay, nice. Awesome, guys. Give it everything you've got. You have 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swapping over. Here we go. Other leg, slowly stepping back. Power, drive it up through that leg. There you go. Good. Find your balance. That's fine. Good. Remember, the minute you start getting slightly more tired, those muscles start reaching fatigue, you are going to need to fight a lot more for that balance. So if you need to, first 2, 3 reps, slow it down, find your balance, find the position, know that you're in a solid structure, and then give it everything you've got. Find the power. Then you can really push for speed. Okay, we have 5 more seconds to go. 4, 3, you're doing so well. Nice. 2, and 1. Bicycle crunches. Here we go. Onto your back. Last exercise of the first round. Here we go. Crunching it over. 45 seconds. Elbow to knee. Really cross it over, guys. Don't cross that elbow over your chest. Rather twist your abdominal belt. Twist that torso and really work and manipulate into that core. Nice, guys. You are doing so well. Make sure that your back is on the floor. I literally cannot stick my hand underneath Vishal's back, which means that he's really grounding his core down into the mat, pulling that spine down every single time. Make sure that that's what you're doing. Otherwise, the minute you're in that arch back, you're actually going to get a bit of pain in the lumbar spine. If that is the case right now, just lift your legs up slightly more. Keep doing the movement. You can still do this move. It doesn't mean you have to stop it just because it's uncomfortable for you. Find a position that's better. Lift those legs up and then keep pushing. Nice. In 5, 4, you're doing well. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Breathe. 30 seconds on the clock, and we're going to go into the second round. Guys, you're doing really well. Second circuit. First round of the second circuit, the first exercise that we're going to do is a wall sit, and it's only 30 seconds. So wherever you are, find a door, find a flat wall, maybe not a door that can open or a glass door, but find something really sturdy because I want you to push all your power back into that wall. Okay, we're just going to do it over here. Sitting down, hips are going to be down in line with your knees, and you're just going to hold it there. It's a static movement. A lot of the time, these static movements are a lot harder than the moving ones because you're more aware of the fact that those muscles are burning. So just find it, breathe, close your eyes, and almost meditate into this movement. Okay, here we go, slowly, all the way down. 3, 2, and 1. 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go, arms out in front of you. Awesome, you're doing well. Make sure that your back is really pulling down into the floor as if you were lying on the floor. That same pressure, belly button down towards your spine, putting the pressure down into the floor, and then arms out in front of you. When your arms are out in front of you, you're going to want to round forward. I want you to lock those shoulders down back into the mat, into the floor. I always say mat, but into the floor. It's the same feeling. Awesome, nice. You have 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat pulses, moving away from the wall. Find that same squat, leaning into your heel, pulse it at the bottom. Awesome, nice feet. So really leaning back into your heels, guys. I can literally see his toes don't have any pressure in them. So I really want you to lean into those heels, ground yourself, and keep going. Awesome, you're doing so well. Excellent. The next thing you're going to do is a walkout push-up into a contralateral limb raise. So if you don't know what that is, slow it down. Maybe watch for the first round. Once you've got it, then we can go through the second and the third round, and you'll feel fine. Nice, almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Walkout, push-up, contralateral limb raise. Slowly walking all the way forward. Beautiful plank position. Deep push-up. Power through those arms. There we go. Lift and lift. Find the resistance and find the power. Slowly walking up. Here we go again. Next one. Remember, this exercise we're doing for 60 seconds, guys. So slow it down, push it up, and then slowly resist every single movement that you do. Nice. Good. Stomach engaged. Rolling up all the way through every single vertebrae. Walking down. Nice. Find it, slow, and power through those arms. There you go, good, that's what we want. Nice. Engage that core. If you're falling over in that contralateral limb raise, that's fine. That's very normal. It's just because you're not used to that kind of balance. So slow it down. You don't have to be going at the same tempo. If you want to slow it down for a second, find your balance. First, find where you are. Oh, my right arm's stronger than my left, or vice versa. Whatever it is, find it for yourself. This is a great way to actually experiment and get to know your body just a little bit better. Good. All the way down, a few more seconds in 3, 2, and 1. High plank, here we go. Holding that plank position. Again, shifting that weight forward. As you can see, Cecil's really pushing through the balls of his feet. There's hardly any weight on his feet right now. His shoulders are pushing over his fingertips. I want you to round up in between your shoulder. There we go, okay. Push evenly through both palms of your hands and rounding up in between those scapula. Engage your core, awesome. Everything's completely tight. Activate your glutes, activate your quadriceps. Your leg muscles should be working. I know it might feel like it's only your upper body working right now, but your leg muscles should be on fire. It's 60 seconds here. You're halfway, you're almost there. Keep pushing, keep breathing. Engage. You get a 30-second break after this, guys, so enjoy it. Just breathe through it. You're almost there. 5 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, walking up. Nice. Breathe it out. Grab some water. You're doing really well. We're going to go into the second round of the second circuit. Breathe. The first exercise is the wall sit, so at least that's nice and static. If you need to, wipe your mat down. Good. How's this one feeling?
Oh, that was
Nice.
nice.
So positive. Absolutely drenched. Good. Nice. Here we go. Sitting up against the wall. Find that same wall that you were on the first time. Maybe now you can get a little bit deeper. Get those hips down in line with your knees. That back a little bit stronger into the mat. Into the wall. I keep saying mat because it's the same feeling. Okay, here we go. Slow it down. All the way down. 3, 2, and 1. Find it. Sink down, guys. As you can see, his hips are in line with his knees. If you find that you're slightly higher at the moment, if this is where you can go to, that's fine. But then I want you to really focus on pulling that belly button down into the wall and pulling your shoulders back into the wall. We don't want to be sitting here like this or with your back arched. Okay, nice. You're almost there. Couple more seconds. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, moving away from the wall. Same squat position, only this time we're pulsing it there. Small little pulses. You're not coming all the way up. You're not stretching up. You're staying down, and then you're just squatting it a little bit lower every single time. Stomach is engaged. Belly button to your spine. Chest is up. Weight into your heels. You're almost there. Good. Keep pulsing. It's only 30 seconds here, and then we're going to go into our walkout push-up into the contralateral limb raise. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Breathe it out. Nice and slow. You have 60 seconds here, so take your time, find your balance. Once you've got it and you find a bit of a rhythm, then keep with it. Here we go. Slowly down and explode up. Yep, there we go. Good. Find your power. Every single movement that we're doing today has power in it, so find it. Wherever it is for you, find it. Good. Slowly walking out, stomach's engaged. First, find a really good plank position before you attempt the push-up. Once that's found, then you can go nice and slowly down into the push-up and explode back up. If you need to drop your knees onto the floor for the push-up, that's also perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It just means that you have something to work towards. You have the straight push-up to work towards. Nice. Good. Inhale as you go down on the push-up. Exhale as you're pushing back up, okay? Nice and slow. When you're finding that balance, if you keep falling over, rather slow it down and find it in the one space. You might find that one side's a lot stronger than the other. And if you're fine with it, then just find a good rhythm. Keep pushing. You're almost there. A couple more seconds, and we're going to go into the high plank. It's the last static movement for this round. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Walking out, finding a nice plank position. Stomach is rock solid. Awesome. Good. Nice structure. Remember, always transfer that weight over your fingertips. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's really important. The minute you put all your weight into those toes, you're going to be putting a lot of strain on those abdominals, and that's not strain that we want. Yes, we can hold it there and push it back, but in this specific movement and for the workout that we have planned, we do need you to really transfer that weight over your fingertips. Okay, awesome. You're doing really well. Push evenly through both palms of your hands and rounding up in between those scapula. Engage your core. Awesome. Everything's completely tight. Activate your glutes, activate your quadriceps. Your leg muscles should be working. I know it might feel like it's only your upper body working right now, but your leg muscles should be on fire. It's 60 seconds here. You're halfway. You're almost there. Keep pushing. Keep breathing. Engage. You get a 30-second break after this, guys, so enjoy it. Just breathe through it. You're almost there. 5 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, coming out of it. Breathe. You're doing really well, guys. 30 seconds, and we're going to go into the last round of the second circuit. Remember, find these little breaks while you're working as well. We call them active rest, which means if you're in the, let's say, the squat pulses, whatever it is that you find is slightly easier for you than some other movements, then find that as your active rest. Breathe, control your breath, control your heart rate, lower it down, focus on whatever you need to focus on, close your eyes if you can, and just really enjoy the movement as you're going through it. Here we go. In 5, 4, you're almost there. 3, 2, last round, and 1. Slowing all the way down, hips down in line with your knees. Good. Pulling that back into the wall, shoulders back into the wall. Hold it there. Lift those arms up. Do not hold your legs. If you're holding your legs, I want you to lift them up. You can do this. If you held your legs for the first 2 rounds, this is your opportunity to redeem yourself. Lift them up. Find that position. It's 30 seconds. You've got this. 30 seconds. That's all it is. Then we're going to go into the squat pulses. Almost there. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Nice, awesome. All the way down into those heels, pulsing it down into your heels. Lift your toes off the floor if you need to. Belly button lifted. Chest is up. If you're facing us, lift your head up and look at us. I don't want you to lift your head and not your back, so really lift your chest up. Your shoulders have headlights on them. Lift them up to face us, okay? I want you to have that nice broad back. Open it up nice and wide. A good posture is so important in every single movement that you're going to be doing. Nice, keep pulsing in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Contralateral limb raise with the walk out push up. Walking all the way out nice and slow. You okay? Pace it. You're doing really well. Inhale, exhale. Good. There we go. Slowly up. Engage into those glutes. Engage into your core. And slowly walking back up to your feet. Nice, guys. Already, if this walking out is quite hectic for you on the back of your hamstrings, that's okay. Just bend them slightly. There's no point in pushing them and feeling uncomfortable. There's no problem with just making sure that you have a slight bend in those legs when you're rolling down and rolling back up. Engage your glutes when you're doing that contralateral limb raise. As you lift that leg up, if it's dead weight, you're not going to find your balance. So activate everything into those muscles and find it. Activate that glute muscle to really lift it up. Squeeze, yeah. Good. There we go. Slowly and slowly. Awesome, guys. You are doing so well at home. Excellent. Keep breathing. You have a couple more seconds. You can fit one more in. You have 10 seconds to go. Nice. Remember, it's 60 seconds here. Inhale as you go down. And exhale. Power up. Slowly. Resist it. Good. You're doing well. In 3, 2, and 1. Slowly walking forward into a high plank position. Last 60 seconds. Hold it there. You've got this. Breathe. Nice. Stomach engaged. If you can, try and not lock your elbows out. I know it does seem like the slightly easier thing to do. If it's uncomfortable, I want you to bend them slightly. If you're comfortable in that lock, then you can just hold it there, but make sure that those arms are activated as well. You're not just sitting into the lock in that joint. I want you to actually activate those arms, push up against the floor. That way you're actually going to lift up, yeah, beautiful, here in between the scapula and really activate those back muscles, which are so important when it comes to postural stability. Good. Keep holding. You're doing really well. 15 seconds to go. Keep breathing. Stomach engaged. Don't let it drop. I want you to lift your pelvis slightly more. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. Good. Remember, I'd much rather you have your hips too high than your hips too low. The minute your hips are too low, you're really releasing that core. I'd much rather you be in a slight peak, and we can slowly work towards finding that straight position. It might seem a bit different to what you've been told in the past, but I promise you it's a much better way of getting into the right position. In 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Good. Breathe. Nice. 60 seconds over. Breathe. You have 30 seconds break. And we're going to go into our third circuit. So the first exercise of the third circuit is a burpee broad jump, which is basically just a regular burpee, except instead of jumping up and exploding into the air, you're just going to jump forward and explode forward. So your first exercise, like I said, the burpee broad jump, making sure that you're doing a regular burpee and then exploding forward, okay? When you're ready, here we go. We have 30 seconds of these, so do as many as you can within the 30-second gap. In 3, 2, 1. Hands go forward, feet go back, and explode, moving forward. There we go. Awesome. Good. Nice, guys. Make sure that you're really exploding and jumping at least a meter or even a bit more if you can. Nice. Good. There we go. Explode forward. Find your power. Remember, in this specific movement, the power is in that jump. So like I said in the beginning, every single one of these movements has power. You just have to find it for yourself. Good. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. You're doing well. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat side kick. So similar to what we did in the beginning, except now we're putting a bit more power into it. Squat, lift up to the side, kick it up. Good. There we go. Really explode that leg up to the side. Remember, keep it completely parallel. The minute you turn out, we're going into very different muscles here. I want you to keep it turned in, and we're really sculpting and toning into the side of that leg. Nice. Good. Squat and explode up. There we go. Inhale, exhale. Nice, guys. Find your power. You're doing so well. The next exercise we're going to do is a Spider-Man crawl. So wherever you are, you can either do it moving or you can just do it static in your position. That's perfectly fine. Here we go. Oh, sorry. This is actually 60 seconds. You have a couple more seconds to go. That's horrible of me. Keep going. Keep breathing. Nice. 10 seconds. You're almost there. Nice. All the way down. Power through the sides of those legs. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Spider-Man crawl. Find a nice space. Open it up. Make sure there's nothing in your way. Walking forward. Opposite knee to the same elbow that's being bent. So just find a good rhythm. It might take a bit of co-ord to begin with. Once you've found it, then just keep going. Keep moving. Turn around if you run out of space and go back. You really don't need to have this long corridor to be able to do movements like this. They've all been designed to do it in a very small confined space so that you don't have to worry about that. Nice, awesome. Keep going. It's only 30 seconds of these, and we're going to go into a 60-second plank. This time the plank's going to be on your elbows. In 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. Find your position on your mat. Elbows directly underneath your shoulders. Shift that weight forward. Engage that core. Awesome. Here we go. Good. Solid position. Activate those legs. I want you to squeeze them and keep breathing. Gazing over your fingertips, guys. If you can, close your eyes, almost meditate and find a nice active rest. Again, like I said, active rest in this position. Keep breathing. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Do not come down. Do not let your hips sink. Wherever you are, whoever you are, lift your hips about 2 centimeters. I promise you, I would rather they be higher than too low. Activate that core, lifting up from your stomach. Good. 60 seconds here. You have a couple more seconds to go. 10 seconds on the clock. You're doing really well. Keep breathing. Push through those elbows evenly. Good. Nice. In 5, 4, you're almost there, guys. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Coming out of it. First round of the third circuit done. Shake it out. Enjoy your rest. Grab some water. Breathe. How did that circuit feel? Fine. Good. Nice. Doing all right. Good. Okay, we're going to go back into the burpee broad jump. Like I said, explode forward. Nice. You okay? Wipe it down. Good. Nice. Remember to grab some water, guys. Stay hydrated. Enjoy your rest. Okay, guys, we're going to start now into your burpee broad jump. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands down. Jump those feet back. Deep push-up and exploding forward. Making sure that even if you have limited space, I really do want you to try and move forward and not just jump up on the spot. It's a completely different movement, and you're just adding a little bit more power into this jump. Good. There we go. Beautiful. Excellent, guys at home. Keep going. If you're tired, learn to rest and not to give up, okay? I want you to focus on that. Breathe, slow it down if you have to, and then pick it right back up to where you left off. Good. Next one, we're going to go into the squat side kick in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Finding your position. Remember, power is now in that kick. Lifting up. There we go. Good. Really working into the side of that hip. Making sure that when you come up to the top that you're not locking that supporting leg out. If that leg's going up to the side, I want you to be in a grounded supporting leg. The deeper that supporting leg is grounded, the more likely you are to be in a neutral pelvis. And by neutral pelvis, I mean you're not tucking and you're not arching. The minute you're in that small little bend, you're kind of in that position where you would be if you were to land from a jump, and that's where we want to keep you. Nice, good. 60 seconds here, so you have 15 seconds to go. You're doing so well. Keep breathing. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Awesome. Nice. You're doing so well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Spider-Man crawls all the way to the back. Slowly finding your position, finding your coordination, and then just move it forward. Nice. Good. Awesome, guys. You're doing so well. Find it. Slow it down if you need to. Stomach engaged. Remember, we don't want to be doing any kind of wormy motion. Make sure that your bum would rather be higher than too low. Activate into those abdominals and bend those arms. Try not to do this movement by just bending your legs and moving forward. It's quite easy to fall into that habit. I want you to make sure that your arms are really deep and bent. Almost there. Plank position in 5, 4, 3, you're almost there, 2, and 1. Onto the mat, onto your elbows. Here we go, stepping those feet back. Plank position. Hold it there. Your active rest. Find your zone wherever it is. Close your eyes. 60 seconds on the clock. Let's get as much out of it as you possibly can. Okay, keep breathing. You're doing so well. Nice. Ready? Transfer that weight forward. Again, we'd rather have your shoulders over your elbows than behind your elbows. Okay, gazing forward. I want you to be watching yourself all the way forward. Yeah, good. Nice. Elongate the back of your neck. We don't want to have a short neck, so I don't want you to be looking up at us right now. If you can, drop your head down. Elongate it as if someone were to be pulling you from the top of your head. Long, neutral spine the entire time. That way we're really working all those muscles in the same position. Nice. You're doing really well. Awesome, guys. Keep breathing. Keep pacing yourself. You have a couple more seconds to go. 10 seconds on the clock. Breathe. Don't let those hips sink. If they're sinking, wherever you are, lift them up 5 centimeters into the air in 4, 3, you're almost there, 2, and 1. Awesome. Here we go. Breathe. Shake it out. We have one more round of the 3rd circuit, and then we're going into our 4th and final circuit. You're doing really, really well. Breathe. Shake it out. You okay? All good. Good. Okay, remember the first exercise that we're going to go into is the burpee broad jump. If you haven't managed to find the coordination with those Spider-Man crawls, then maybe on this round, this is your chance to really find it, slow it down, find that position so that when you come back to it in another workout, you know that you can definitely get it right from the start. Okay, some of these things might be a bit of a challenge to you, which is perfectly fine. That's why you're here. If you weren't wanting to be challenged, you wouldn't be in this session right now. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Drop those hands down, jump those feet back, deep push up and explode forward. Nice. And down. Good. Awesome. Deep push up. Find your power. Again, your power is in the jump and it's in the push up. So there are 2 points of power in this movement. Find them and use them. I don't want them just to be a regular push up and a regular jump. Find that power and explode through. There we go. Good. Nice. Keep breathing. You're doing so well. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat side kicks. Find your power. Again, explode up from the squat and kick up to the side. Inhale. Good. There we go. Nice. Find it. Toe facing forward. Keep it parallel. It's very natural to want to turn out maybe one leg slightly more than the other. So find it and keep it completely parallel. Good. You're doing well. Stomach engaged. When you come up to the top, make sure that when you're kicking that leg up to the top, that you're not arching into that back and straightening into that back, into that knee. I want you to bend it down, engage that core, and make sure that when you're coming up, you're in a solid position, really activating the side of that leg. It's powerful. There's intention behind this, basically. 60 seconds here, so you have 15 seconds to go. You're doing so well. Keep breathing. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Awesome. Nice. You're doing so well. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Spider-Man crawls all the way to the back. Slowly finding your position. Move something out of the way if you have to. If this is your only chance to really activate and find these muscles, this is the last time you're going to be doing it for this session. So give it your all. Good. And slowly walking out again. Right and left. There we go. Awesome, nice guys. Make sure that your hips are going down in line with your back. So we don't want your chest going down and not your hips, and we don't want your hips going down and not your chest. You're in a complete straight line and you're dropping, kind of like an elevator. You are one solid structure going down and up onto the floor every single time. Awesome guys, you're doing really well. Keep breathing. You have a couple more seconds here. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. It's our last plank. 60 seconds in a plank position. Shift that weight forward. Find it. If you haven't managed to stay up for the full 60 seconds, now's your chance. Do not come down. Tell yourself you are strong enough and you will be. I promise you, the minute you believe in yourself, you're able to achieve a lot more than you ever thought. Keep breathing. Keep that focus. Do not lose focus. Don't find any distraction. If anything's burning, if anything's shaking, let it shake, let it burn. It's only getting stronger and it's only going to put you in a better place for the next session. Awesome. Really make sure that you're pushing through those elbows into the floor. That way you're going to actually lift up into that upper back. Good. Nice. Squeeze. Activate your legs, guys. Make sure every single muscle is on fire, that there's power within those muscles. Keep breathing. Stomach's engaged. You're almost there. Couple more seconds. 15 seconds to go. You are doing so well. Find it. Focus. Gaze forward. Long neck. Don't let that neck be crunching up towards us. Straighten it down. Long neck at the back in 5. 4, you're doing so well. 3, keep pushing, don't give in. 2, and 1. Awesome, guys. Here we go, coming out of it. Breathe, shake it out. We're going to go into our 4th and final circuit for today's workout. You are doing so well. After this, all you have is a core movement, a core activation, and then a cool down. So you are so close to the end. We have reached the peak and we have passed the peak. The first exercise might be a bit challenging. It's something slightly new to you. Make sure that you focus on your balance. We're going to go into an alternating pistol squat. So a pistol squat just means a regular squat, a deep squat on one leg at a time. What I want you to do is just go to your depth. The minute you feel your heel's going to pop off the floor, I want you to stop there and drive it all the way back up and then change over. That's all it is. We're working towards a full pistol squat. If you need to, you can grab your chair and actually sit down onto the chair and then come back up each time. Okay, those are the alternatives. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Nice. One leg in front, down, power back up. There we go. Good. Alternate. Awesome. Okay, so as you might notice, your one leg might have a bit more mobility than the other leg or a bit more strength than the other leg, and that's perfectly fine. That's very natural. So make sure that you're really pushing that weaker leg a little bit deeper every single time. Also remember, you are coming back to this for the second round and the third round. So pace it. If this is your chance just to find your balance, then in the second and third round, you can really push it for depth. Okay. Almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Running on the spot. 60% energy into this run, guys. So it's not a sprint, but it's also not a jog. It's a run, okay? So give it quite a little bit of energy. And as we go into the second and the third round, you can really pump it. And by the third round, we are going to be really gunning it towards the end. Nice. Awesome. Almost there. Only 30 seconds of this. And then we're going to go into a side lunge, which is a great exercise for those inner thighs. Good, you're almost there. Keep pushing. In 5, 4, stomach engaged. 3, you're doing so well. 2, and 1. Here we go, all the way to the side. Keeping that side leg straight, guys. The minute you bend the side leg, you're not going to be working into that inner thigh, and that's what we're really trying to sculpt into. So make sure it's a long lunge to the side. Drive your hips backwards towards your heels and hinge in those hips. I don't want you to be bending forward over here. I want you to hinge in your hips and lean backwards as if you're going to fall into a couch behind you. Good. Alternating right and left. Keep that leg straight as you come up. The upward motion is what's really activating into that inner thigh. Good. You're almost there. 60 seconds of these, so keep pushing. Find a deep bend. Good. There. Every single time. Can you feel it working in your inner thigh?
100%.
Good. He's like, don't talk to me. I'm trying to breathe right now. Good, guys. The next exercise that you're going to do is a skater hop for 60 seconds in 5, 4, nice and deep. Good. 3, you have one more. 2, and 1. Here we go. Skater hops. Again, inner thighs are really working. Right and left, making sure that you're not dropping that back leg to the floor. Find your balance. I don't want you to land on it and explode back up. It's not a bouncing movement. It's a sinking movement. You're absorbing that shock, or that power, should I say, from the jump. So as you land, sink down into it. Awesome, guys. You're doing so well at home. Make sure that whatever you're jumping onto is a stable surface. If your carpet is busy moving right now, maybe move off of it so that you can really push power and shift that weight right and left and find that sink. We don't want you to be gripping the floor. 60 seconds here. You have 15 seconds to go. You're doing so well. Don't give it now. Don't stop. You're almost there. Nice. Keep breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Here we go. That is the first round of the 4th circuit done. You are doing so well. We have 2 more rounds, so now you can really push it. Remember, we over the peak. So far over the peak, it's so far behind you. You are gunning towards the finish line. Keep pushing. Find all the energy that you have, all the power that you have, and put it into those muscles, okay? A few more seconds, and we're going to go into those pistol squats again. Remember, guys, it's not about depth. If you can't do them as deep as Svisol's doing them, that's absolutely fine. It's something to work towards. So sit down onto the chair. If you need to, sit down and then drive it back up, pushing up through that hill. Wherever you can go to, that's your maximum. That's your challenge. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Keep alternating legs. Down, exhale. There we go. Nice. All the way down and exhale. Making sure that you're finding that balance. So it's natural to want to bend over that leg. So when you're leaning forward, what's happening is you're actually counterbalancing. The minute you lean back, you're going to fall backwards. So find that balance forward and then drive up through that supporting leg, power up through those legs, and find that core position as well. Use your stomach. Remember, your stomach is the center of every single mobility exercise that you do. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, running on the spot. We can really pick up the pace now, guys. 60% energy going into these runs. Nice, find it. Remember, it's not a jog and it's not a sprint. So find wherever you can go and keep that pace for 30 seconds continuously. Shoulders down and away from your ears, long neck. Keep running. Run, 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 run. You're doing so well. Keep pushing. You're almost there in 5, 4, 3. I'm proud of you guys. 2, here we go, and 1. Side lunges, right and left, all the way to the side, making sure that that outside leg stays really straight. And then that coming up movement, again, that is what's activating those inner thighs. Hinge at your hips. We're not bending. We're not going forward. We're going backwards. Lean into those heels. I don't want any weight in your toes. The minute you put weight into your toes, you're going to put a lot of strain on the lower part of your quadricep, and then that will eventually just pull on that knee, which is not what we want at all. Good, nice. 60 seconds here. Make sure that you're doing a nice long lunge to the side. Really make sure that when you're stepping out to the side, that knee isn't caving inwards. Make sure that you're pushing it outwards in line with that middle toe and sinking down. You're doing really well, guys. Almost there. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go into our skater hops, which is the last exercise for this round. In 5, 4, you're almost there. 3, keep breathing. 2, and 1. Here we go. Skater hops left and right, landing and exploding up into the air. Find your power. Wherever it is, find your balance. I don't want you to land on it and explode back up. It's not a bouncing movement. It's a sinking movement. You're absorbing that shock, or that power, should I say, from the jump. So as you land, sink down into it. Awesome, guys. You're doing so well at home. Make sure that whatever you're jumping onto is a stable surface. If your carpet is busy moving right now, maybe move off of it so that you can really push power and shift that weight right and left and find that sink. We don't want you to be gripping the floor. 60 seconds here. You have 15 seconds to go. You're doing so well. Don't give it now. Don't stop. You're almost there. Good. Nice. Keep going. In 5, 4. Get a few more in. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. Here we go. Grab a sip of water. We're going to go into our last round of the 4th circuit. You're doing so well. I'm so proud of you for sticking with it this entire time. You're doing really well. Do not give in now. You've come this far. There's no reason to stop. Breathe. Remember, it's the short rest that will really get to you. Nice. You all right? Good. You've got so much energy. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to go straight back into those pistol squats. Again, this is your chance to really push it. It's your last opportunity to try these if you've never done them before and they're a bit scary. It's a new challenge. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Pick a leg and go all the way down and drive straight back up. There we go. Other side. Nice, guys. Good. Remember, the minute you think you've conquered something like a normal squat, there's always a way of making it slightly more difficult. So that's what's so great about using your body as your instrument. You can find ways to manipulate everything into making it easier or harder for yourself. So find a challenge. If this is the challenge for you for today, it might be something to come back to in the future and work towards. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, jogging on the spot. Or I shouldn't say jogging, running on the spot. Here we go, picking those legs up, running. We're going to give a little bit more energy here. If you can, put more power into it. It's your last round of your last circuit. And then we're just going into core stability. So give it everything you've got. You've got this. Here we go. Push, 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 push. It's only 30 seconds. Keep breathing, shoulders down, run. Give it a little bit more energy, guys. Faster. Here we go. Pick up the pace in 5, 4. Keep going. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Here we go. Side lunges, right and left, sinking all the way back into those heels and coming back up to the top. Nice, awesome, good. Keep breathing, you're doing really well. It's 60 seconds of side lunges, so pace it. Find that inner thigh activation. If it's not working your inner thigh, think of a couple of things that you can check to make sure that you're working the right muscle. Is your side leg completely parallel or is it turned out? If it's turned out, you might be working into the outside of your leg. I want you to keep it completely parallel. Second thing, is that knee caving inwards or is it resisting outwards as if you have a band on your leg? And thirdly, is that side leg staying completely straight when you're coming back up onto it? If any of those things are not the way that I told you they should be, then fix them, correct it, and then you'll actually find the right activation in that inner thigh. There's no point in doing 60 seconds of an exercise that isn't working for you, okay? Nice, you're almost there. You have 60 seconds of skater hops next in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go, right and left. Activate your core to find that balance. Explode. There we go. Good. Maybe now you can really push for a bit of distance. If you haven't been hopping that far, now's your last chance to get as much distance in each jump as possible. Really landing into it. I promise you, every single one of your joints might feel as if they're about to give in, but they will be so grateful because the stronger they get, the more they're going to be able to take, and the more we can really add fun, cool movements into these workouts. You're doing really well. Keep pushing. Keep breathing, sink down into those legs. 60 seconds here, you have 15 seconds to go. You're doing really well, guys, good. Keep breathing, sinking down. There you go, good. Keep breathing, explode up, find your power in 5, 4, you're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys, you did so well. Okay, guys, with this core movement, this core activation, there are 3 exercises and 3 rounds. So it's slightly shorter than your usual circuit because there's only 3 exercises and we have 30 seconds in between as usual, but it's really getting into the core. So often we'll kind of break it up, do a bit of upper body, lower body, core, whereas now we're really getting into the core, okay? So it should be on fire. If you feel like, oh my word, my stomach cannot take any more, you're doing the right thing. Keep pushing, keep going, it's only gonna get stronger. Okay, when you're ready, first exercise is a windshield wiper. So you're going to lie flat on your back, push pressure through the palms of your hands into the mat. Trust me, you're going to be thankful that I told you that. Push the pressure. We're going to go right and left. Here we go, 30 seconds, right and left on the clock. You're doing so well. Nice. Keep going. Make sure that you're not flopping all the way over. I want you to keep the pressure in both hands. If you can and you need to hold your mat, that's okay too. It's something to work towards. Eventually, you're not going to even need the pressure in those arms. The core will just be guiding you through this entire movement. Awesome. You're doing really well. 10 seconds to go. Good. Nice, guys. That stomach should be on fire. Really try and get it down to the floor. If you can't go all the way down to the floor, that's fine. Just do smaller movements in 3, 2 flutter kicks, and 1. Here we go. Lifting up as if you were, yeah, there we go. Legs are just off the floor in this position. So, yeah, they're kind of just above the floor. If you feel that your back is then lifting off the floor, I would rather you lift your legs up slightly and ground that stomach down into the mat and ground that back down into the floor. The minute your back's lifting, you're putting too much pressure on your back, okay? So lift those legs up. It's perfectly fine. You'll eventually get your legs down to where they need to be. Keep pushing in 3, 2, and 1. Crunches. Hands on your legs, or behind your head, crunching up. If you need to put your hands behind your head, you can go ahead and do that just to make sure that you're not having any tension in that neck. You really want to make sure that you have a long neck at the back. If not, you can just stretch your arms out in front. Either way is perfectly fine. Remember, we're getting into that core more so than anything else. So rather stretch up, make sure that that stomach is engaged. Whatever feels most comfortable for you, just stick with that. Nice. 30 seconds here, guys. You're almost there. 3, 2, you're almost there. And 1. Nice, breathe. If you want to just lay flat on your back, we're going to go straight back into the windshield wipers. If you need to, wipe yourself down, grab some water, wipe your mat down if you need to as well, and we'll go back into it. You okay? Good. Can you fit it in your core?
Yeah.
Trick question. Nice. Breathe, wipe it down. You're doing well, guys. We have 2 more rounds of this. Your stomach should be on fire. You're doing really well. Here we go. Lie flat, legs up. Pressure through those arms in 3, 2, 1. Windshield wipers, 30 seconds on the clock. So really make sure with this that you're finding an even dip to each side. I don't want you to go too much to the right side and not be able to, replicate it on the other side. So make sure that you're doing an even windshield wiper. If you can't move your legs that much as Fiesel's doing, that's fine. Do smaller movements and you can work up towards bigger movements. Okay, almost there in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Flutter kicks, legs just above the floor. Activate, engage. Nice, guys. Remember, First things first, make sure that back's down. If your back's lifted, lift your legs up. You can always start with your legs directly up to the sky and slowly lower them down to the point where you feel your back's going to lift, and then just kick your legs there, okay? Nice, you're doing really well. Keep breathing. Engage that core down. 5 seconds. 4, you're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Crunches, hands on your legs or behind your head, wherever you're most comfortable, and just crunch it up. Exhale on the crunch. Inhale as you go down. Nice, guys, you're doing really well. Shoulders down and away from your ears. Keep crunching, keep working, keep pushing. You're doing really, really well. I'm really proud of you for making it this far in the workout. You are so close to the end now. You have one more round on this last round. You're going to give it everything you have. I want those abs to be absolutely fatigued, that you cannot do anything else. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Last round. You're doing really well. I'm so proud of you. Keep it up. Keep breathing. Don't slow it down now. It doesn't mean that you can just do these movements and not find it, activating those muscles. I want you to still give it everything you have, because you have a few more minutes to still get a lot out of it and find all that activation in your legs and your core. Nice. One more round. You okay?
Yep.
Good.
Ready to push.
Almost at the end. You can see the finish line. It's right there. It is right there. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Legs up to the ceiling, right and left. Nice, guys. Keep pushing. Keep dipping those legs. Maybe increase the range of motion here. If you weren't able to do a very big windshield wiper on the first 2 tries, now's your chance to really push it. Even if you find you collapse on the one side, find it and then bring it back up. By bringing those legs back up, your legs are heavy. Regardless of your size, your legs are always going to be a heavy part of your body. So it's important to engage them and lift them up off the floor. Your core will be working a lot every single time you bring them back up. In 5, good. 4, 3, you're doing well. 2, and 1. Here we go. Flutter kicks just off the floor. Little kicks. Fast, 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 fast. Remember, first things first, make sure that back's down. If your back's lifted, lift your legs up. You can always start with your legs directly up to the sky and slowly lower them down to the point where you feel your back's going to lift, and then just kick your legs there, okay? Nice. You're doing really well. Keep breathing. Engage that core down. Stretch them out. Keep going. You're doing well. Keep pushing in 5, 4, keep going. 3, yeah. 2, and 1. Here we go. Last 1. Little crunches. Lifting that neck, back, and shoulders off the floor. Crunch it up. There we go. Nice. So Sophizel's really picked up the pace here. So if you have it in you, if you have that power, find it. Push it. This is your last 20 seconds to get it in. You're almost there. Nice, guys. Keep going. Push, 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 push. In 5, 4. You got this. 3, 2, and 1. Well done, guys. I'm so proud of you. Well done. We're going to go into a slow cool down. 1 round. It's a nice flowing motion. Just going to stretch it out, leaning forward, grabbing the backs of your legs and pulling your body down. Awesome, guys. I want you to really feel a nice stretch in the back of your hamstrings. If you want to, you can always grab your toes and really pull your body down towards your legs. Nice. And just keep breathing. Relax. Enjoy it. Thank your body for what it's just done, because what it's done is absolutely incredible. And you're going to really feel amazing tomorrow or for the rest of your day, or if you're going to bed now, whatever it is, wherever you are, your body is so grateful that you did this today. So well done. Nice. The next thing we're going to do is a standing quad stretch. So slowly rolling up through every single vertebrae in your spine. You don't want to roll up too quickly. You don't want to be dizzy. And when you're at the top, I want you to grab one leg, holding it, find your balance, find that quad stretch. There we go. Good. Really try and drop your knee down to the floor, guys. We don't want it out to the side. Drop it down to the floor so you can really get into the middle of that quadricep. Shoulders are down. Find your balance. Focus on one spot, either in front of you or straight down below you. Focus, breathe, and think about what your body's just accomplished. It's actually incredible. You've done really well. Good. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Other side. Nice. Slowly finding that balance, grabbing onto that back leg, dropping your knee down to the floor, and find it. Woo. Yeah, there we go. Good. Perfectly fine. Good. Nice, guys. A few more deep breaths here, and then we're going to move onto the floor. We're going to do a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to start on your knees. You're going to step one leg forward and sink into that hip stretch in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Onto your knees. Stepping one foot forward in front of you, directly in front of that hip. We don't want it out to the side. Find it directly in front and sink forward, hips down towards the floor, and really feel the stretch in the back of that leg. Nice. Good. Can you feel it in your hip?
Stretching it.
Good. Breathe. Enjoy the stretches, guys. These stretches are really important. Try not always just move over and past these parts of the workout. This part of the workout brings everything together, rounds it together, and it really is an important part of your session today. 3, 2, here we go, and 1. Coming slowly out of it, changing over, other leg in front, directly in front of your hip, and then sinking forward. Good. Keep breathing. You're doing well. Awesome, guys. Few more deep breaths here. Enjoy it. Stretch it out. If you need to come back to these stretches later on in your day or later on in your week, that's perfectly fine. Remember, all of these stretches can be done at any time. Make sure that those muscles are slightly warm before you do them, and then it's perfectly fine to really just get into those hips, get into those quadriceps, and get into those hamstrings. Awesome. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to walk your hands down to the floor, step those both feet back into the cobra. 3, 2, and 1. Sinking those hips down towards the floor to really stretch out that rectus abdominis. Nice, there we go, good. Pushing up. Awesome, guys, keep breathing. Elongate the back of your neck. Yeah, there we go, good. So we don't want to have any crunching in the back of that neck. You want to always have that elongated position at the back, as if someone were to be pulling through the top of your head, that straight position going all the way through your spine. If this is uncomfortable for you and you want to open your legs slightly, you can do that as well. It's wherever it's most comfortable, as long as you're feeling a stretch in the abs and a little bit of a mobility in that lower back as well. Next thing we're going to do is tuck your toes under, push your hips back up into a downward facing dog. Here we go, slowly pushing into it. Find a good position. Awesome. And just breathe here, sinking those shoulders and armpits down towards the floor. That way you're really opening up and stretching into that back, neck, and shoulders. Good. If you need to, you can walk your legs out right and left just to get a deeper stretch in each calf. And if you find to just hold it there, you can go ahead and do that as well, whatever's most comfortable for you. Slowly dropping your knees down towards the floor, walk your hands forward, head onto the floor, open your knees up, sink your chest and your belly down onto the floor, child's pose. There we go, awesome. Nice, guys, you are doing so well. This is your last position. Keep breathing through it. If it feels more comfortable for you to actually open your knees up, that's also all right. A lot of the time you might feel a pinching in your hips, which is quite often the case, so you can always just open your legs out to the side, as long as you can find a relaxing position that doesn't have any pinches or uncomfortable muscles, then just hold it there. A few more deep breaths. Good. If you want to walk both hands over to the right hand side just to stretch out into this left hand side of your body, you can go ahead and do that as well. Just twist it out. You're just really loosening up into those muscles. Enjoy the stretch, and slowly over to the left hand side to stretch out the right. Here we go. Good. Nice, guys, you're doing really well. Keep breathing. Few more seconds here. Slowly back up towards the center. Unwind your toes, coming up onto 2 feet, standing up. Slowly roll up through every single vertebrae. Remember, don't get up too fast. You don't want to become dizzy. Thank your body for what it's done, and enjoy your rest. Well done, guys. Super proud of you. Well done for sticking through that entire workout. I hope that you felt the power. How did you enjoy that?
That was solid.
Good. Well done, guys. Good. Enjoy.